nature need a break? When a design job asked me to relocate to Lake Tahoe, I was hesitant. I always thought the place was really crowded and so confusing trying to access all the beauty that's being promoted. But my daughters really like the outdoors and the hours are flexible, so I took the offer. And then I was so excited to find this trail near my house. It was uphill, sandy, so I could run barefoot early in the morning. I headed up the trail one morning, walking along. Oh my gosh, another set of footprints. Cool, maybe I'll meet some locals. Further up the trail, I step out on this boulder. The lake view at sunrise. Something catches my attention that's moving down there in front of me, and it's a local bear. I back up. I grab the spray out of my pocket. I'm spraying it behind me, and I'm running down the mountain. Back at the house, I'm thinking, okay, I moved into a wildlife habitat. Was I in his front yard or was I in his back porch? I mean, how would I know? 20 years later, learning about watersheds and wildlife habitat, here's what I know. The Tahoe's built environment, all that infrastructure, is really hard, if not crushing, the native life forms that have lived there for centuries, which makes the modern mitigation seem like rearranging deck chairs on the Tahoe Titanic. Really, the only hope, other than everyone out, is actually an opportunity. That Lake Tahoe, our national treasure, become a model of a caring culture and a caring economy. I know the bears want it, and it's possible. There is movement in that direction, but it would take a big wave. We've got almost 60 million annual visitors, 50,000 people that live there. There'd have to be a critical mass of people willing to walk softly so that they can respect the wildlife and share their gratitude. My desire to be a good neighbor and a good guest in this new watershed wildlife habitat took me on a stewardship journey designed by nature. And you may wonder, what could a fashion designer possibly offer an environmental quagmire at the mercy of a $5 billion tourism industry? It's a fair question. The fashion industry, you have to catch the trend before it saturates so you can guide adoption. And trends move faster than the wind. But if you catch one at the right moment, it can have significant impact. Maybe this is one of those moments. I didn't want to go to a tourism conference on my day off, but my friend insisted it would help me better understand the industry. And then I saw the presentation on tourism that pays to protect, pays to protect. And when I saw what was trending in travel could put Tahoe on a new runway, I offered to help. Jump my lane. My life was never the same. With a few local advocates, started a nonprofit and designed these beautiful programs in every style, from every angle and for every season that demonstrated how, yes, visitors can and will sustain the unique, beautiful nature of any destination based on how they're guided to experience it. And if that wasn't enough, I turned my house into short-term lodging. And for 10 years, I became the host I wanted. I made it so fun and easy for my 5,000 guests from 50 countries to experience the deep magic of Tahoe without harming it. Oh yeah, I got rave reviews. But the real epiphany happened when I was standing at the edge of the water with a Washoe elder. The Washoe are Tahoe's original residents who left no trace after 10,000 years. Now he's looking out in the lake like a medic assessing a wounded warrior. And he says, the water's lost its sparkle. Maybe no one sings to it anymore. What kind of song makes water sparkle? What kind of songs make me sparkle? And then what about the trees? Like, are there different songs? I mean, by now I've realized the Washoe, like all indigenous cultures, cared for their natural environment like their life depended on it, because it did, it does, and so does ours. Only we prefer the currency of billions to manage and mitigate the impacts we make on natural wildlife habitats. But even billions couldn't keep Tahoe off the 2023 do not visit list. Reason stated, nature needs a break. But does nature need a break? Or does nature run on a different currency? Does it respond to a different currency, like the currency of caring? The currency of caring that feeds and frees us. And if we don't have it, we don't sparkle. The benefits of nature for our emotional and mental well-being are now well established. And they're even trending. But not so much on what we give back to nature for all these benefits. How do we say thank you? How do we share gratitude? That wasn't part of my cultural story. I didn't even know there were bears in the wilderness. Maybe this is the missing restorative piece hiding in plain sight for centuries and like recycled fashion ready for today's runway. I mean, imagine a market surge, a trend in making it cool to care for the land, water, wildlife, and air. How do we get there? We walk softly, because wherever you stand on water or land, something or someone lives there, and you want to respect the wild and all life. And then, as I learned from the Washoe, find a way to give back. So for me, I went on a walk to the land to understand, and songs started coming to me. By watching the trees wave and the songs in the water, I started seeing the forces of nature in me, in my true nature. And the more I increased my own awareness, the more my sense of self deepened. As I realized, like the wind, I breathe and I blow. And like water, I nourish and I flow. Like fire, I consume and I radiate. And like earth, I sustain and I cultivate. My heart beats in rhythm with nature's creative force as I carry a currency of infinite source. And so do you. Thank you.